Just when you think TikTok has reached the lowest point of human stupidity, someone managed to dig even deeper. Today we're talking about 19-year-old nurse, well, former nurse, decided to throw away her entire future for a few likes and comments. So here we have Lucretia, a healthcare worker from Atlanta who filmed herself twerking on disabled patients. Not just twerking on them, but twerking on their heads. Yes, you heard that right.
This Atlanta area healthcare worker seen on TikTok dipping it low on her patient's forehead. Patients, you can see, are living with disability.
And now she's looking to face up to 20 years in prison. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. It's me, Raisa Senpai. Do not forget to subscribe and like so you never miss out on these wacky topics that I get into. Now, I don't know about you, but when I think about taking care of people in need, the last thing that comes to mind is using their forehead as a dance floor. But Lucretia thought otherwise. In the now deleted TikTok videos, she can be seen shaking it over multiple patients, one of whom was literally sitting in a bathtub. Oh, and just to add another layer of absolute insanity to this, in one of the videos, she actually pulls medication out of her scrubs while dancing and gives it to the patient.
Prisha Koyan is her real name, 19 years old, charged on Tuesday with exploiting a disabled person. This is her dancing on top of what's believed to be her male patient, sitting in a bathtub. As the music plays, she reaches in her scrubs, pulls out pills, and gives it to him before the video abruptly shuts off.
You know, just some casual medication practices, going out with clout chasing. And here's the part that really gets me. This wasn't some random slip up caught on camera by accident. She filmed it, edited, and posted it. Like, at no point in this entire process did she stop and think, maybe exploiting vulnerable patients for TikTok isn't the best idea. Nope, she hit post with full confidence. Unsurprisingly, the internet was not on her side. The backlash was immediate, with people calling her to be fired, arrested, and even banned from working in healthcare ever again. And let's be real, all of those seem pretty fair. I mean, imagine trusting a facility to take care of your loved ones, only to find out one of these nurses out here treating them like a dance floor, or maybe a dance floor prop. That makes like more sense.
Online, it says that their philosophy and vision is to, quote, provide the highest quality care and excellent services while promoting the social interaction of seniors and a nurturing family-like environment. Each member of our team is committed to respecting your loved one as an individual with unique wants and needs, regardless of their current level of independence or capability.
But here's where it gets even worse. Instead of immediately apologizing and taking accountability, Lucretia doubled down. She actually posted another TikTok claiming that angles made it look worse than it was.
It's not what it is. Trust and believe. All I gotta say for now is angles play a big part, but we're gonna be into that another time.
No matter the angle, you can clearly see her crotch area is on his forehead.
A lot of people in the comments talking about suicide.
Oh, angles, that's the defense we're going with. Madam, unless this was filmed with a MC Archer camera, there is no angle where twerking on a disabled person's head suddenly looks like responsible healthcare. And then, in what might be one of the most unhinged responses I've seen, she started arguing that the patients were verbal, so it's fine.
Just all type of dumb, non-verbal. Trust and believe he's verbal, and if he's not verbal to his kins, then I don't know what's going on over there. But around here, he be verbal, and I got proof. What you say?
Can I get my hug?
You want to get a hug?
Yeah.
Okay.
As if the ability to speak somehow translate into, sure, I'd love for my nurse to grind on my forehead while giving me meds. I mean, she conveniently never mentioned whether they actually consented to this little performance, probably because, you know, they didn't. And at this point, you'd think she tried to lay low, right? Wrong. She continued reposting videos making fun of the situation, even started sharing a self-help TikTok about how to keep going viral by repeating the same actions. So basically, she saw the outrage and thought, you know what would fix this? doing it again. Absolutely genius. But then the reality hit. The police got involved. The Loganville Police Department executed a search and arrest warrant on January 23rd. And get this, when they knocked on her door, some guy stuck his tongue out at them and told them to leave. Sir, this is not a prank video. This is real life. And the thing about real life, it tends to have real consequences. Lucretia was arrested and charged with one felony count of exploiting of disabled person. Just that one charge alone could land her in prison for 20 years with a fine of up to $5,000.
Defendant in this case is facing a charge of exploitation of a disabled person. Can you explain what that charge means and what the legal implications are?
Yes, I can. So it's a unique charge, but actually fits squarely within the facts of this case, and it involves knowingly and willfully exploiting either a disabled adult, an elderly person, or a resident of a hospital or nursing home. So that's basically exactly what we have here, which is probably why that's the only thing that's being charged in this case.
And keep in mind, police are still reviewing the second video, so more charges could be coming. If that happens, you could be looking at more time. But here's where things get a little shady. After her arrest, people started looking into the facility where she worked, SNL Healthcare, and found something very interesting. First of all, it's unclear whether she was even licensed to be working there in the first place. That's right, the authorities still don't know if she was actually qualified to be giving patients medication at all. And if that wasn't enough, there are rumors circulating that the owner of SNL Healthcare might actually be her mother.
SNL Healthcare is listed here as a nursing care agency. It's based in Loganville, Georgia, which is about an hour east of Atlanta. The owner, Mary Nayu, listed here on the National Provider Identifier Database.
Please leave your message for Mary Nayu.
We called. She has not returned our calls or email for comment. It's also been reported, too, that Mary is Krisha's mother.
Now, this is just speculation for now, but if it turns out to be true, it'll explain so much, like how she got hired, why no one was monitoring her behavior, and how she thought she could get away with this. Because let's be honest, if this was a legit facility, there's no way someone could pull this kind of nonsense without somebody stepping in. As of now, Lucretia has been released on a $7,500 bond, but her trial is still pending. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, because while 20 years might seem extreme for what she did, some level of serious punishment is definitely needed. At the very least, she should never be allowed to work in healthcare again. At the end of the day, this entire situation is a masterclass in how to ruin your life in record time. I mean, imagine having your whole career ahead of you and then throwing it all away for some TikTok views. This is the type of story that future nurses will hear as a cautionary tale. Like, hey, if you ever got the urge to dance on a patient's head, maybe don't. And look, I get it, TikTok clout is a powerful drug, but at some point people need to realize that the internet is forever. Employers, law enforcement, literally everyone can see what you post, and if your content involves, or I don't know, committing literal crimes, you're probably not going to like the consequences. Anyway, that's all for this video. Let this be a lesson when it comes to social media. Maybe just do your job and don't commit felonies for views. It's really not that hard. If you made it this far in the video, you probably enjoyed this content, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and while you're at it, check out some of these other videos of mine that you probably like. It's right here on the screen. Click it. Until the next piece.